Alright guys, we're back for problem number 3, okay? So hopefully by now you got a little better, okay, on understanding what all these circles and black squares and white squares really mean. Remember, okay, always start with the black squares, black circles, okay? And remember that all the black squares, okay, do not have a widow's peak, so therefore they have a smooth hairline. So Ben has a smooth hairline. This Rob has a smooth hairline, okay, and Natalie has a smooth hairline, alright? Okay, everybody else, all the white ones, okay, have a widow's peak, okay, a widow's peak, so I'm going to use WP, right? Okay, so everybody, okay, has a widow's peak that are in white. So now let's try to figure out what their genotypes are, right? Because those are their phenotypes. What are their genes, alright? So let's start with Natalia. Natalia, she has a smooth hairline, so therefore she has to have, okay, 2 recessive genes, right? And Ben also has to have 2 recessive genes because they have the recessive trait, right? And Rob also has to have, okay, our 2 recessive genes, right? Now that we started with all the black, now we work our way from the bottom to the top. So let's start with Natalia, okay? What does Natalia tell us about her parents, okay? Well, number 1, remember that these genes, okay, boom, 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 had to come from, one had to come from dad, and one had to come from mom, alright? Because that's the only way that Natalia becomes big, little W little, that's the only way she has a smooth hairline. So you have to make sure that you understand that part, alright? So let's put Natalia's genes back, right? Because they came from mom and dad. And so let's put one here for Liz, because we know she has one. We know that dad has one. Okay, or else Natalia wouldn't have 2, right? Then also we know they have a widow's peak, so therefore the other gene has to be a dominant one. So now we're done with Liz and Oscar, right? Now let's move to Blanca and Rose. We know that Ben only has these recessive genes to give, so that means that he has to pass one on to Blanca and he has to pass one on to Rose because one comes from dad, one comes from mom. We also know that they have a widow's peak, so therefore, okay, one of these, okay, has to be there in both scenarios. So both Blanca and Rose have to be heterozygous because they have a widow's peak, right? And now we can tell, we also know a lot about Lisa too, because we know, well, actually, we can't tell for certain what Lisa's genotype is, okay? Why can't we tell for certain? Because none of her kids, okay, are homozygous recessive. And because none of her kids, okay, have a smooth hairline or homozygous recessive, we don't know if she has one of these, okay? We don't know. She could be very well just homozygous dominant or heterozygous. So in this case, Lisa could be big W, or she could be big W, little w. We can't tell for certain because none of her kids have it. And finally, okay, let's go to Nicole and Karen. That's the same situation. Both parents are heterozygous, and therefore we can't tell for certain, okay, both Karen and Nicole could be either homozygous dominant or homozygous or heterozygous. Alright, so there's 2 options, okay, and there's a 25% chance that the child's probably this, and there's a 50% chance that the child is probably this. So if I had to bet some money on it, okay, I would probably bet that the kids are heterozygous, okay, because that's the best chance. But we cannot know for certain, okay, because the 2 parents can pass on, okay, 2 different genes. All right.